guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you guys so much for watching. So it looks like Aisha Buhari, the wife of the Nigerian president Muhammadu Buhari, is feuding with her husband. Okay, maybe not necessarily feuding with her husband, but it seems like she's not here for any of his broken promises to Nigeria. A few days ago, Aisha started to post videos of lawmakers that were criticizing Buhari and his government. At first, she tweeted about Senator Aisha Misau. In the video, Senator Aisha Misau said that President Buhari appears not to be in control of his government.
Today, the DGNIA that was just appointed is still qualified to be there? He's not qualified. This is a person that failed 2 exams. We know. He failed 2 exams. And it's just because he's close to the cabal, he's close to the people taking decisions, given what to do for this thing, and he was appointed. So many incompetent people are holding so many positions. Even today, I don't feel the presence of ministers. So many ministers, 50% of the ministers are not performing.
She then went on to post about Senator Bruce, who said that Nigeria is becoming a lawless country with no rules or regulation, a country where the laws are not adhered to, a country where there is no consequences for bad behavior. Bruce also said that we either have a government or we don't.
Distinguished colleagues, I stand to support this motion, which is similar to what we discussed yesterday, and which seems to be a recurrent decimal in Nigeria. It seems to be that Nigeria is becoming a lawless country, a country with no rules and regulations, a country where laws are not adhered to, a country where there is no consequence for bad behavior. We either have a government or we don't. We either have security agencies or we don't. We either believe in the sanctity of life and property or we don't. These are the fundamental issues at stake today. Because every day since we've been here, somebody has gotten killed, raped, maimed, throat slit, killed at gunpoint. And every day we have resolutions after resolutions and nothing is being done. It is time the federal government of Nigeria acts, because they were voted into office. They have an executive function to protect the lives and properties of Nigerians. This is one of several examples that we've been accosted with since we've been in the hollow chambers. I am disgusted by what I am hearing. It is disgusting to find pregnant women, their stomachs slit, unborn babies removed. And if these herdsmen are allowed to rampage the way they are, then, frankly speaking, they are a terrorist organization. And a terrorist organization must be dealt with decisively by the military. It is no longer a situation where we call on policemen who do not have the arms or the training to face folks with AK-47, a well-trained militia. We are told by foreigners, maybe Nigerians, but in a sense, people who now occupy land that belong to Nigeria, and we have conversations with them. If we can fight Boko Haram, certainly we can fight the herdsmen. And what I am saying right now is very, very serious, and I urge the federal government of Nigeria to take this seriously. And if the security agencies cannot do their job, then the leadership must be fired. There must be consequence for bad behavior. You are either in control of security of Nigeria or you are not. The ministers involved should resign. The generals involved must be fired or resign. Otherwise, they should be impeached. It is not acceptable for Nigerians to be killed like cattle. It is not acceptable for us to be invaded by foreign mercenaries. And all we do is have conversations. Enough is enough. I am urging the federal government of Nigeria. It's not about coming to it is as if the Senate is now the executive arm of government. That is what it seems. And I feel sorry for my colleagues. Senator Marafat closed our session, told us what is happening. Senator Marafat, pay attention. He told us what is happening in Zamfara State. But Senator Marafat did not say it in open house. What he said frightened everybody here about what is happening in Zamfara. Zamfara State is being occupied by foreign mercenaries. That is a fact of life. When we had a session yesterday, he never said it. But he should have said it. It is being occupied by a foreign country in Zamfara state. If that is the case, what are we doing about it? If the people responsible for protection of lives and property in Nigeria cannot do their job, what happens in civilized countries? They are fired. They are kicked out of office. Shehu Sani on TV today explained it eloquently, and he was dead on point. Now, what are we doing? If the federal government of Nigeria wants to run the Red Chamber as the Red Chamber to become the executive of Nigeria, then let us appoint a Senate President, the President of Nigeria. Let us do the job of the executive, because it doesn't make any sense. Every day we deal with all these issues. People are being killed every day. Babies are being born every day with no future. They are born into this world, and as soon as they're old enough, they pick up an AK-47, they pick up a machete, they start killing fellow human beings. Then what do? All we do is talk. What is happening? There has to be consequence. The Minister of Defense should come here and tell us what he's doing. Minister of Internal Affairs should be someone here and let us know what they are doing. If the cabinet is incompetent, then fire them. Senator Marafa said things to me. Look, when he finished speaking yesterday, 5 senators came to me scared to death, frightened about what he said. But he didn't say it in open house. He said it in private. And what he said should have said on the floor. Because what is happening in Taraba, what is happening in Enugu, what is happening in Kaduna, what is happening all across the country is disgusting. People are being killed. People are being killed. I don't think you understand it. Maybe the cameras should go to these areas and see dead bodies. Maybe NBC should change the laws. Let us see dead bodies. Women being slaughtered as if we were in Liberia, as if we were in Sierra Leone. What is this? We are becoming a barbaric nation. We have no respect for life and property. And people are dying every day. And what the hell are we doing? The executive should speak today and explain to Nigeria what is going on in this country. We cannot continue like this. If Saraki is the only one interested, let him become president of Nigeria. Then that solves the problem. We cannot continue like this. Enough is enough. We either face these problems or everybody shut up and resign from public office. People are dying every day. Enough is enough. Thank you, Mr. President.
Obviously, Aisha Buhari agrees with this man. That is why she's reposting all of the things that were being said. So eventually, Nigerians online began to take notice. Many applauded Aisha Buhari for her honesty, her no-nonsense approach, and her ability to call out her husband regardless of whatever relationship they have. But of course, there were others who felt like what she was doing was wrong, that she was being disloyal to her husband, and they were calling her all sorts of names. You know how some of these Muslims are. Anyways, take a look at the video she posted, and I'll be back with the rest of my thoughts. As you guys can see, Nigerians are totally split in regards to this. Some people find her gesture noble while others question it. And some people even went as far as saying that this is all a political move, that she's just campaigning for her husband. I mean, personally, while I understand that some Nigerians may have their reservation and they may want to be cautious about Aisha Buhari and her supposed honesty and, you know, criticism of her husband's administration, it is also important to note that this is not the first time that this woman has spoken out against her husband's administrations and failures. You guys remember the time she talked about the lions and the animals and the jackals and all the people that have basically hijacked her husband's presidency, and she's talked so openly about it and said that if her husband does not fulfill the promises that he made to Nigerians, that she will not support him. So she's been very outspoken, and you know, for us to just dismiss it as, oh, this is all a political move, I completely disagree. I don't think that's what it is at all. I just feel like she's a very principled person. She believes that when you make a promise to people, you have to do everything to make sure that you keep that promise. And seeing how things are now going, seeing how a lot of the promise that her husband made to Nigerians have not been fulfilled, she feels like it is her duty to basically expose whatever it is that she's seeing that a lot of Nigerians do not get to see. So to me personally, I don't really think that she's pretending or she's trying to score political points for her husband. No. On the contrary, I'm pretty sure that her husband is not exactly happy with her. I'm pretty sure that her husband behind closed door is telling her, why are you ruining this for me, you know? But she's a woman, she's a mother, she has a voice, and she's going to let her voice known, however the case may be. And I think that's exactly what she's doing. And people are going to always have something to say about it. Even the people that you're trying to defend, even the people that you're trying to fight for are the ones that are going to call you out because maybe they don't believe in it, or maybe because it's Stockholm syndrome. They've been so used to this oppressive society, they've been so used to being oppressed that even when you try to do the right thing for them, they tend to question your motive. So I completely understand. But as far as her sincerity is concerned with regards to this, because I've been following her for some time, I know how she's been operating. She's the one that is calling people out. Last time she was talking about people who had no idea about her husband's campaign, people who had absolutely no participation during her husband's campaign, are now being given positions, being given ministerial positions. She called her husband out on it. I mean, if we are to be honest, like you guys already know, Buhari is not my favorite person right now. But when you have a woman who is defying or putting herself at risk just to kind of open up, you know, just to kind of expose a lot of things that is happening behind closed doors, I think we should encourage such. I think we should commend her because it takes a lot. This is not America. This is not a Western world. This is Nigeria, where anything can happen. You speak against the political person, you might get yourself in trouble or even worse. So also, I think she also understands that in the end, if her husband does not fulfill the promises that he made to Nigerians, she and her children will be the ones to pay for it. Buhari has lived his life. He has lived his fullest. You know, he has fulfilled all his aspirations, all the things that he promised himself that he was going to achieve in his own personal life. He has done that. He's been president twice. You know, he won't live forever, obviously. She understands that in the end, whatever happens, you know, she and her children are going to be the one to reap the repercussions and the fallout of whatever actions that Buhari committed, you know. So I think that is the reason why she's trying to make sure she sets the record straight and do her best to make sure that her husband try to fulfill the promises that he made to Nigerians. Anyways, this is where I'm going to leave this. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think. Do you guys believe her? Do you think that Aisha Buhari is honest in her reactions and by retweeting, by reposting these videos of people criticizing her husband? Or do you think that this is just a political move, you know, political strategy like some people said? Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Until then, ciao guys.